Hello and welcome to the first live stream of the 2024-25 season here at Park Lane as Sedgley Tigers are taking on Esher in the first home game and the first game of National League One Rugby. I'm Tom Markham, I'm joined by Alex Evans. Before we get into it, Alex, I'm just going to read through today's team, starting with the visitors. In at 1 is Jacob Morris, with Tom Spears at 2 and Sam Grattan at 3. 4 and 5 is Will Inglis and Josh Jordan. 6 is Gabriel Sariki and Frankie Sutio. And number 8 is Josh Fawn. In at 9 is Sam Bullock, 10 Owen Waters, and 11 James Botterill, 12 Luke Peters, 13 Ed Volley, 14 Stan Norman, and 15 Tom Walker. And the replacements today for Esher are 16 Sam Westmacott, 17 Karen Beavis, 18 Fraser Wem, 19 Alex Connaughton, and 20 Charlie Clare. And your Tigers lineup for today is 1, John Blanchard, 2, Ben Gregory and Danny Rylanson at number 3. 4 and 5 is Bob Birtwell and Will Connor. 6, 7 and 8 is Connor James, Lewis Bradley, Tom Ailes. 9 and 10 is Matt Sturgis and Warren Seals. On the wings is Reece Henderson and Albert Bradshaw at 11 and 14, with Matt Law and Nathan Pope at 12 and 13, and Andy Riley and at 15. And the replacements today for Tigers is 16 Austin Downham, 17 Adam Mallinson, 18 Samir Tarawi, 19 Isaac Deans, and 20 Will Wotton. So, as I said earlier, I'm joined by Alex Evans. Alex, it's great to be back. Rugby's back here at Park Lane. What are your expectations for this season?
I'm hoping for a good season, build on from last year where they essentially really cemented themselves in National One. Hoping to sort of keep that sort of brand of a really dominant forward pack going. And it would be interesting to see sort of with some new additions into the forward pack, how that sort of the synergy of the pack keeps going.
So they had a bit of a torrid time towards the back end of the season, Sedge. I just want to, if I run you through it, in the first 13 games, they had 9 wins and 4 losses. And then their last 13, which is post-Christmas, they had 2 wins, 10 losses and 1 draw. Sedge will obviously be looking to recapture that early season form again and hopefully take it throughout the whole season. But they're going to have a tough test to get against a newly promoted team, Esher. What sort of things do you reckon you can expect to see from today's game?
I think it's going to be a little bit different to last year. Last year they were the newly promoted team versus the relegated team from the Championship. I remember that was a beautiful sunny day. I got sunburnt that day. But I'm hoping that, the sun will come out and maybe we'll get some more running rugby. But I think it'll be an interesting sort of gauge to see where Sedgley are at versus a team that did so well in the league last year, but a different league.
Yeah, I suppose there's some similarities there between both teams, where Sedge last season were the newly promoted team after finishing the previous season strongly, winning Nat 2 North, and Esher coming into it today after winning Nat 2. After winning Nat 2 East. So both teams are looking to start the season quite strongly. As we just wait now for the players that are in the tunnel ready to come out. And just a bit of info, if you are watching the live stream or you're here today and you're looking around and you're seeing a few people wearing pink. New season here at Park Lane means new traditions. Unfortunately, the club legend David Smith passed away in July 2023. David was a former player, chairman for 30 years and president. Without David and the Smith family, the club wouldn't be where it is today. In honour of David's legacy, the first home game of the season will be known as David Smith Day. So as the Esher team make their way onto the field, the stands are beginning to still fill up, the balconies are full. So both teams now have made their way onto the field, and they're just going to line up here now in front of the stand, and will be a minute's applause to commemorate Sedgley Tigers club legend David Smith. A fitting tribute to Sedgley Tigers club legend David Smith, who passed away unfortunately last July. So here we go now. Warren Seals ready to restart rugby here at Park Lane for the 2024-25 season. And we're underway. Kick goes high, it's collected well. Tom Spears looking to have a run there. That's Gabe Sariki. Sariki played about 8 games for Sedgley a few years ago, whilst he was up here for university. Andy Riley collects the ball now. Ailes, he'll look to have a run. Skips through one tackle, gains some yards into the Esher half. Will Connor. That was a high tackle, and that'll be the first penalty of the game. Sturgis was going to try to look to take it quickly.
A classic broken tackle there from Tom Ailes. He absolutely loves them.
He's a very dynamic player, is Tom Ailes. You'll be, especially now we are going to be live streaming for the whole of the season. You can look forward to seeing a few of them occurring. Seals kicks it into touch inside the 22 as debutant Ben Gregory will look to put this ball in. Ben Gregory did sign from Whitefield in the off season, has played in pre-season, but this is his first real competitive game. It's collected well by Connor James, and that maul is driving forward. Gregory still has it at the back. Esher trying to keep them out of the 5-metre line. Gregory is brought down. Sturgis. Will Connor. Sturgis. Connor James almost skipped through one. Sturgis. Looks like it was Blanchard maybe there. Lewis Bradley trying to bundle his way through. It's a good tackle there. Sturgis looks left now. Gregory has another go. Felled at the knees. Birtwell. Oh, he's still going. Sturgis, Bradley. Good pressure here from Tigers in the opening minutes. Sturgis, Gregory. Seals. They get out wide right. Andy Riley's there. The 2-on-1 and in the corner. Reece Henderson, he's made his way to under the sticks. Gets it down. Reece Henderson with his first try of the season. Sedgley Tigers 5, Esher 0.
Very impressive. Great attacking rugby there. Lots of space out on the wide areas of the pitch, and they managed to make use of them after a very strong driving maul.
Great work there from Tigers. They put the visitors under immense pressure from the start. Used that kick into touch from Seals, and the driving maul gained them lots of territory. And Seals now will have an easy kick to right in front of the posts. And he makes no mistake with that, so that's 4 minutes played. Sedgley Tigers 7, Esher 0.
Strong take from the kickoff there by Ailes. Managed to make about 10 metres there.
He's done that twice already in the game there, Ailes, when he's got the ball. Good tackle there on Blanchard. Looks like hooker Tom Spears hurt his head there as he went in for that tackle. Sturgis with the kick. Is collected as Walker gives it to Captain Owen Waters. And the Sedgley have turned the ball over. Sturgis, Gregory now. Gregory's brought down. And they're going to come back.
First scrum of the season. Highlight for me personally. Been looking forward to this for weeks.
Just hooker Tom Spears just receiving a little bit of a treatment there before this scrum. Take you through them, both the front packs in case you're unaware. So in the Tigers front pack there is John Blanchard at 1, Ben Gregory 2, Danny Rylands 3. Bob Birtwell and Will Connor make up second row at 4 and 5. Connor James at 6, Lewis Bradley at 7, and Tom Ailes at 8. They're going to be tussling in there versus number 1, Jacob Morris for Esher. 2, Tom Spears. 3, Sam Grattan. 4 and 5 is Will Inglis and Josh Jordan. 6, Gabriel Sariki. 7, Frankie Sutio. And 8, Josh Fawn.
Great pressure there from the Sedgley front row. Number 1 just extending his pressure on the Esher tight head, and you can see that his arm sort of collapsed from the weight being pushed in on him. And Seals is going for a penalty sort of in the middle, right in front of the posts. I realise now we don't have to describe where we are as much compared to last season. Now we've got the video.
Quite interesting tactic that we saw in games last season. opting to use Seals' kicking ability, especially with this one being right in front of the posts. After the quick start that Sedge have had to this game, do you think that's the right option?
I think so. I think you've got to build your lead, because I think it's most important to get the win, and then you can worry about bonus points afterwards and extending your lead. The further you are away from them, once you get 2 scores away, sort of changes what the opposition have to do when they're attacking. They need to go for tries rather than penalties.
Seals from about 40 metres out, sails it through the middle. And Sedgley have extended their lead. Tigers 10, Esher 0. No mistake there from Sedgley's talisman, Warren Seals, who signed last season from Darlington Moden Park, led National League One, National 1 Rugby in points. As Waters gets this game back underway, collected well from Ailes. He puts his head down and gets running, tries to stiff arm one. Still not brought down. Good work from the number 8 as Connor James has a run. Rylance. Sturgis going to set up for the box kick away. Sends it high, just inside the Esher half. Well collected from fullback Tom Walker. Sam Grattan looks to have a run now. Waters. Gariki, he skips through. Plays it inside to the 13-10, and Waters collects. And he's going to put it down under the sticks. Lovely move from Esher. And that is the response they certainly needed. Great piece of play. Moved the ball very quickly from right to left. And Gariki found a hole. Played a little inside pass to Ed Volley, who then set up Waters to run it home. And he looks like he's going to try and convert his own kick here. He shouldn't have any trouble as it's right in front of the sticks.
Yeah, couldn't have made it easier for himself, could he?
No mistake there. So 10 minutes played. Tigers 10, Esher 7. And that is a vital response that Esher needed in them. I almost did a commentator's curse, Alex, of saying that Esher haven't shown much intensity in this opening 10 minutes. But they've proved me wrong there. But there has been from both teams so far. Great intensity, both looking for that first win of the season. Seals restarts it, Walker collects. Quick pick up and go from Frankie Sutio. Josh Fawn looks to have a run. The man that we're looking to get the ball to is James Botterill, who's number 11 for Esher. And they've got a penalty now for not rolling away, and they take it quickly.
Starting to find their feet in this game, I think, a bit, Esher. The try has definitely given them a bit of confidence to sort of play their own game.
Sariki now. Waters. And they've got through again almost. Esher skipping a few tackles. Grattan now. And that's a good run from the number 8, Josh Fawn. He bulldozed Lewis Bradley out the way. You do not see that often. Seals tries to recover. And good work. And Ailes does a little quick tap and go. He's brought down at the ankles. Sturgis, Birtwell. Seals. Kicks it high, spinning. Walker collects. And they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, not the Esher hadn't retreated 10 metres by the time that Tom Ailes had run into them. So I think that's what that penalty was for.
So Sedgley will retain possession.
There's been a few soft shoulders on the Sedgley defence so far. That's something they'll definitely want to sort out going into the rest of the game.
Yeah, there's a few times where it's Sariki, Grattan, I think it's Josh Jordan as well, has made a few runs. And Josh Vaughan, he's looked untackleable at times so far. Seals kicks the ball into touch. You can see Esher's plan. It's moving the ball very quickly right to left to right, trying to get the wingers in play. And that the one winger they will want to get in play is James Botterill, who scored 36 tries last season, and that's a mistake. And it's well collected from Tom Spears. Good work from Sam Bullock. Jacob Morris is there. Sedgley trying to turn the ball over. Kicked in behind. Ball holds up. Riley does well. He kicks it away. And that'll go into touch. Josh Jordan is wearing number 17 and the white scrum cap. He's not wearing number 5. Just to avoid any confusion. There hasn't been an early replacement as now Bullock fakes the pass inside. Now he's lost a bit of room. Found himself isolated here on the near side. Got great action here, and Seven as well. He's through into touch. That was Frankie Sutio. Good tackle there from scrum half. Matt Sturgis tries to take the line out quickly, and the referee will bring that back. The referee today is Henry Pearson. He's also accompanied by Jason Garrick and Joshua Smith. Sedgley set up the maul. Being driven forward, Sturgis now sends the ball high. Albert Bradshaw tries to collect it and almost stole the ball away. Well done though from Stan Norman, the Esher number 14. And Bullock's going to set up for the kick, charged down by Connor. Almost retrieved their own kick, but Andy Riley manages to keep hold of it, and it will be a knock-on. So, Sedgley scrum, Alex. What did you take away from that first one?
So there was a lot of pressure going in through the front row from the loose head, John Blanchard. So I'll be interested to see if he's able to replicate that this time, and if Esher will be able to handle it. What you're really looking for on the camera is you're looking for flat backs. If anyone starts to twist or pop up at all, you know that they're sort of falling behind, and that's when you'll see like a scrum get pushed over or a penalty given or something like that. I spent the off-season trying to learn the dark arts of the scrum.
Well, we're all grateful for your analysis there, Alex, as players are just taking a chance to take a breather here while time's off.
Just heading into the 17th minute here with a Sedgley scrum just near the halfway line.
We've got a great angle of this one. Henry Pearson giving them their orders. Pick up from number 8, Tom Ailes. Sturgis, Seals. Nathan Pope just loses the ball. But now we're getting it back. Oh, and the referee brings it back for a knock-on. Debutant Albert Bradshaw, or Bertie Bradshaw, as he's known, thought he might have been in them for a debut try. Not to be. So we'll see another scrum here.
So very similar to the last scrum on here, where there was a little bit of an early engagement almost from Esher to try and combat what's going on with the Sedgley front row, the power coming through that. So if you watch closely here, look at the binds on the arms, you'll see some, you might see some interesting stuff from this side. We're going to be putting on a lot of pressure on the props on this side for this half, and then we'll swap round and give them a break in the second half.
This time it's an Esher scrum. Bullock dishes the ball in it. And that scrum just rotating too much and penalised against Tigers. They've definitely looked strong so far in the scrum of Sedgley. I think that is something that Scott Barrow's men have been working on over the summer break. Esher, bit of information about Esher. They had a very impressive season last season as they finished first in National 2 East, winning the league and being promoted back to National League 1. They had a record of 22 wins and 4 losses as we see this line out and they set up a driving maul. Comes out quickly. And that's Luke Peters looking to have a run there, met by a first tackle. Sariki now. Brought down by Rylance. Picked up quickly from Sutio, back to Bullock. Skips one back tackle, finds Morris.
Done well there to slow down the ball, essentially, because otherwise Esher were going over in the corner there.
Peters again. And it will be an Esher penalty. A good chance now. Probably going to see a kick to the corner from Waters and set up a driving maul, which we do. Back to the points I was saying about Esher. They finished first in Nat 2 East. But a very impressive record of 22 wins and 4 losses. And averaged 42 points a game. So very prolific in attack they were last season. That is something they'll be trying to replicate this year. As we see this maul now set up. Tigers will have to be strong in defence. The maul not seeming to go, just got inside the 5 metre line now. And is the ball down? It is. And that's a try from hooker Tom Spears. And Esher take the lead, 20 minutes gone. Tigers 10, Esher 12. Esher have turned this game on its head after going down 10 points to 0. Have now taken the lead.
Yeah, a very impressive maul attack there. They managed to reset after a good Sedgley defensive push and then splinter off and find some space around the fringes of the maul, and that's where the try came from.
A more difficult kick now for Waters than his first conversion. First one was right in front of the posts. This one will suit the in-swinging right boot. He lines it up. And it sails through the sticks. Esher extend their lead. So it's 21 minutes played. Tigers 10, Esher 14. Esher bounced back very well from being 10 points to 0 down. Have turned this game on its head. And Sedgley have recovered their own kick. Birtwell did well. Sturgis, Blanchard. Seals, Henderson. Sturgis, Rylance. Seals sends it out wide right to Connor. He's got Andy Riley to his right. Now he does. Little grubber in behind. He chases it down. It's well recovered. Well recovered from Esher.
Pressure's still on though with a goal line drop out. How far away can you get from your line? I definitely think it's a big improvement being on the goal line rather than the 22 from the point of attacking team.
That's where the first try came for Sedgley in this game, with that move from left to right to find Andy Riley and Reece Henderson over there. But it's Ben Gregory now. Skips through one. Still not brought down. Lovely feet there to evade the tackle. Lewis Bradley. Ailes. Sturgis. Connor James. Seals. Birtwell. Big tackle from Peters. Will Connor. Birtwell. Offloads it to Sturgis well. Rylance. Bradshaw. Skips through one. Brought down at the 22. Rylance. "24 minutes played. Tigers 10, Esher 14 as Pope has it now. Matt Law. Seals. Better pressure now from Tigers. Sturgis. Matt Law tries to offload it, and referee's going to bring that one back. Looks like they were offside there, Esher. As Albert Bradshaw's just receiving some treatment on his, looks like his right knee. And I think Seals is going to go for goal. He is.
I think that's an interesting choice because they were starting to build some attacking momentum there, Sedgley. So to go for the 3 points, especially, I know it's right in front of the post, but it is quite windy as we're feeling in the stands here. You'd almost want to go and try again from the maul that they scored from in the first try, and try and put that pressure on.
I think he's definitely been swayed by how close to the sticks it is, and the angle is. I think if he doesn't go for it, it's one of them we'll be talking about after the game. Why did they not get the points on the board? So I can understand the process. As Seals makes no mistake. 25 minutes played. Tigers 13, Esher 14. So Tigers reduced the deficit to 1 as we're just over halfway through this first half. As you said, Alex, the wind is getting up, so sorry if you can hear it on the mic. Owen Waters looks to restart this game. Sends this one deep inside the 22, well collected by Will Connor. Sturgis going to set up for the kick. And that finds touch. So we see a line out now for the visitors. Collected well, they offload it quickly. Bullock, Waters, Peters. Jordan brought down. Peters, stiff arms one, skips past two, tries to find Sariki. And the referee will bring this back. It's like it was for a high tackle.
Yeah, it was a high tackle on Josh Jordan. Almost called him Josh Gordon there. He is absolutely massive, so I can understand why you might think you need to go for a high tackle in that one.
He's actually going to receive a little bit of treatment now, is Josh Jordan. He's got a lot of tape around on his body. He's got a lot around his head. I wonder if that's maybe... He's also wearing a scrum cap, so I'm wondering if that tape... He might have some stitches there that he's just trying to protect. As Waters now is going to go for goal. We've already seen Seals make one from a similar range. This one's right in front of the sticks, about 40 metres out. To put Esher up by 4. Waters kicks and delivers. 28 minutes gone. Tigers 13, Esher 17. Great kick from the captain. He's 1 for 1 now with his penalties and 2 for 2 with his conversions. Seals restarts. Sariki collects and he's driven back with him. A great tackle from Henderson.
Trying their best to disrupt that ruck there, Sedgley, but they do well to clear Esher. Tom Ailes is only going to do one thing, he's going to run straight forwards. Gets the ball back out to Riley, who takes a step to miss one tackle before he's brought down. Didn't manage to get the ball back cleanly though, however, Sedgley, so penalty there to Esher for Sedgley holding on.
So Waters finds touch. Bounces straight off the H.H. Smith van.
Stolen there by Tom Ailes at the line out. Leaped very, very high, almost like a salmon, into the air there, and managed to pinch the ball off Esher.
Seals, Law, finds Pope, Andy Riley, Bradshaw. Gregory now. Skips past 1, stiff arms 2. Makes his way to the halfway line. Seals kicks it high to the left, and that will bounce out into touch. Sedgley will be looking to recapture some of the early season form they found last year, as they started the campaign off with 9 wins and 4 losses. That was their first year back in National League One after the 10-year absence. Spears now with the line out. And it's turned over again by Sedgley as Gregory now almost knocked Blanchard out the way to get going there. Ailes, Lewis Bradley. Sturgis, Ailes. Finally brought down. Sturgis back right to Birtwell. Will Connor, lovely offload to Gregory. He's still on his feet. Connor James. Good pressure this from the home team. Seals. Andy Riley. Gregory. Looks like there's a penalty advantage for not rolling away here. Blanchard. Sturgis, Bradshaw. Almost gets through. Rylance. Esher trying to be strong in defence here. Sturgis, Seals. Seals almost at the try line. Inches away. And it's a try! Great work from Tigers. And it's number 4, Bob Birtwell.
A great try there from a great break from Seals. Thought the space had gone out on the wing. The rush defence managed to sort of cut him off, but managed to recycle the ball, and then Birtwell over just afterwards, almost right in front of the posts.
Great pressure there from Tigers, and the lock, number 4, Bob Birtwell, managed to get the ball over the line and celebrated with his Shawn Michaels celebration. Seals adds the extras, and Tigers have reclaimed the lead. 34 minutes played. Tigers 20, Esher 17. Esher now will be looking to go again after falling behind here. Has become a bit of a back and forth game in this first half. Waters kicks it to Connor inside the 22. Five minutes left of this first half. Blanchard powers through 2, eventually brought down, and the ball's come loose. Bradley's managed to gain it.
That was a high tackle in my books, but not seen by the referee there.
No, and the referee will give a knock on, so we'll see a scrum to Esher. Time off as Birtwell just receives some treatment. Five minutes to go, Alex, in this first half. What have you made so far of today's game?
It's been a bit of an arm wrestle today. It almost is reflecting what the weather is threatening to be, which is torrid. So it's been a bit of a fight backwards and forwards. Definitely a lot of power in the forwards from Sedgley, but there's been some gaps in the defence, which is, I would say, where all of the Esher pressure has come from. It's from a break in the line and some soft tackles.
What do you reckon the game plan might be now for both teams, really, Alex? Who's going to be able to get a foothold in this game and extend their lead and try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck and take it away from their opponent?
Well, I think that'll be the aim. Will be get to half time for both teams, and then they can see what the mastermind coaches on the sideline can come up with to win them the second half.
That scrum is going absolutely nowhere, but Sedgley are now powering through, and they almost turn the ball over. Shouts for a forward pass. Bullock. That's the fullback, Tom Walker. Scott Barrow there, barking his orders to his men. Waters kicks in behind. And that has gone into touch, and that is a 50-22 from...
I think it was taken back by Esher, so I think it's a Sedgley line out. Yeah, taken back into the Esher half. Very close to 50-22 though.
Good spot there, Alex, good spot. Anyhow, it will be putting Sedgley under immense pressure here. We've seen a few times over the course of last season where lineouts seem to be a bit of a bother in turning the ball over consistently. And this is not a place inside your own 22 where you want to turn it over. Gregory, signed from Field in the off-season, finds Birtwell.
Yeah, that ball's pretty secure in there. There's that ball's going nowhere either, so I think it's time to clear it.
Sturgis does. Finds touch, or finds the roof of the David H. Smith stand. And Esher have shown already that they've, out of the line-out, they've tried to get the ball out quickly and play. And the five-man line-out. Dished off quickly again. Bullock, Waters. And offside.
Yeah, too eager off the line out there to encroach on the scrum half, so offside.
And Waters is going to kick for the corner here. He does. It's a great kick, in fact, and it's going to be a line out from the 5-metre line.
There'll be no confusion about where the offside line is here, though, because it is the try line, so very easy to remember.
And I think we'll see a quick... I think we might see a quick dump off and play it out to the left here. Esher have lots of numbers. The maul is being driven back and forth by both teams. Peters is trying to march them forward at the back. Looks like someone's lost a boot in there. Esher have got lots of numbers over on this left-hand side. Little pick up and go, not quite sure who it was. Esher are knocking at the door here, trying to go into the break with the lead. Shouts to go right from Bullock. Big tackle from Seals. Finds number 8, Josh Fawn. Grattan. Bullock, brought down by Blanchard. Dished it off from off the floor. Morris. It's back to 5, Will Inglis.
Advantage there to Esher as well, so it's a bit of a free play for them to see what they can do with this.
Grattan, met by Ben Gregory and Blanchard, and Connors in there. And they're going to bring it back. Looks like it was for not rolling away, I think. And Waters going to try and kick for the corner here. Time is up. So this will be, as long as there is no more penalties, the last of the action once we get this line-up back in play.
So I've been watching the Esher Maul, and they've got a what they've done on both times where they've been near the try line is have an initial push, stop, and then the hooker is splintering off and trying to go around the side and take advantage of that space. Sedgley caught onto it last time and managed to stop him, but that is how they got their first try. So we'll see if they try and do that again, or if they maybe go out wide and try and maybe confuse someone a little bit.
They're definitely looking not to commit too many bodies to the maul either. They don't want to... And that ball's gone straight down.
Yeah. Very poor setup of them all there by Esher.
Great work from Tigers. Big celebrations in there. It's as if they've almost scored a try. Great work defensively. They've turned the ball over, won themselves a penalty. And that is the half-time whistle. And Tigers, who were backed up against their own try line, have managed to keep the lead, and it's ended here in the first half, here at Park Lane. Sedgley Tigers 20, Esher 17. So both teams have been battling against each other, like hammer and tongue.
Yeah, Esher were really knocking at the door there. You know, you'd say for all the money in the world that you were going to score a try there, but the setup on that last maul just wasn't there. The catch from the line out was a little bit messy, and it led to a turnover from great Sedgley defence.
Yeah, it'd be a real big momentum boost that for Sedgley there, to be able to come away from a difficult position just before the break. So, just as the players make their way into the tunnel and for the half-time break, I'm just going to, in case you are just joining us, it is ended here at half-time. Well, the first half is ended, it's Tigers 20, Esher 17, and it's another chance for me to remind you that we had a minute's applause at the start of this game, as new season means new traditions. Unfortunately, club legend David Smith passed away in July 2023. David was a former player, chairman for 30 years, and president. Without David and the Smith family, the club wouldn't be where it is today. In honour of David's legacy, the first home game of the season will be known as David Smith Day. So we're just going to take a quick break now, and we'll get back to the action once the second half resumes. So it's Tigers 20, Esher 17. Hi and welcome back to the first live stream of the season as Sedgley Tigers are taking on Esher here at Park Lane. If you are just joining us, the score is Tigers 20, Esher 17. It's been a great battle in that first half between both teams. Both looking to get their campaigns off with a win as we're now back underway. I am also joined by Alex Evans today for the broadcast.
Very happy to be here.
Alex is also finding the challenge of tweeting. So if you are following us on social media, please do, or if you're not following us on social media, please do give us a follow. And if you are just joining us, why don't you scribble back to try and get the earliest parts of the game. It's a good run from Bottrell. We've not really heard his name mentioned so far in the game. The man who scored 36 tries last season. Great tackle from Bradley on former Tigers player Sariki, who's playing for. But they're in now, they've skipped through. That's Thorpe. Finds 13, head volley. He's going to get it down. And it's a great start to the second half for Esher. And Tigers have come out half asleep in this opening minutes. Tigers 20, Esher 22.
Yeah, there was definitely a bit of space there. Something we noticed in the first half is that not all of the Sedgley tackles are maybe hitting quite as well as they would like. So I think Esher have spotted that and spotted maybe the individual players who are maybe giving it a little bit softer on the tackles. And managed to break through for an excellent try there.
And Waters will look to convert this kick. A fairly simple kick for the fly half. Got a great angle of it hit from here. Sneaks it in and extends the lead. So that's Tigers 20, Esher 24. Probably a wake-up call that Tigers needed. So after they were able to turn the ball over and inside their own 5-metre line to end the half and take the lead, or keep the lead, should I say, into the break. They've now squandered that and they're now down by 4 as the kick is almost tried to be recovered, but it is, and the referee will just bring it back for a knock-on originally. Will Connor thought he may have turned the ball over there from quick thinking interception. And a good chance now to see this first scrum of the second half.
Right in front of the camera as well. Couldn't ask for a better place. We get to interrogate the other side of the scrum this time.
Referee is Henry Pearson, who's given them their orders. There's Bullock. And that scrum collapsed.
On the other side though, so I can't really tell you much about it because I couldn't see what was happening.
Looks like he's penalised John Blanchard there for...
Yeah, I've noticed a few times in the first half that the bind hasn't been maybe where it ideally should have been. Sometimes it gives you a bit of an edge on the push, but it does leave you a little bit open to where you can fold over, maybe as we saw there.
And Peters now will throw this ball in. And he's overshot it, and it's well collected by his other half, Ben Gregory. Seals low past the Pope. Did well to keep hold of it. Manages to keep the ball and gain some territory. Connor. The ball's come out, and not rolling away will be the penalty. And
Yeah, it was Sam Grattan on the floor there, just to get a little bit slow off the ground. So Tigers penalty there.
Seals will look to kick it into touch. Inside the 22. So a good chance to set up a rolling maul here for Tigers.
Yeah, about 10 metres out, so maybe a little bit further than you'd ideally want to start the maul from if you're going to try and push over directly for the try. But who knows, if they get a very good push at the start, they might be able to go all the way.
Connor collects.
It's taken well. You can see that Esher coming up on the side there, potentially just sealing it off a little bit, giving not the space that Sedgley would want.
Comes out with Sturgis. Matt Law. About 6 metres out. Birtwell. He's already got one try today. Sturgis. Lewis Bradley. Still on his feet. Eventually brought down. Gregory. Runs into traffic. Sturgis comes right to Rylance. Right beneath the posts. And
it's difficult for the ref to decide here.
I think he's having a word with his assistant to see if he could see from a better angle.
Okay. So I think what's happened there is the ref has blown up, not sure whether the ball had gone over the try line or not. And because he stopped the play rather than it being held up over the try line, I believe it's essentially 5 metre scrum. It's a very difficult sort of grey area in the law there.
Not kidding.
Henry Pearson's just still having a word with his. It is going to be a 5 metre scrum though, 2 Tigers. I'm not quite sure why he was asking for his assistant official, because he must have had a very difficult angle trying to look through the sticks.
Maybe he was trying to decide whether or not it was over the line when he called it, because that is the difference between a goal line dropout and a 5 metre scrum. You don't see many of these anymore, the 5 metre scrums with the new laws, so it's a good chance to put some pressure on.
Sturgis puts the ball in.
Very strong there, advantage Sedgley.
And they're driving it. Ailes gets it down. And the 5 metre scrum pays off. If it wasn't down the first time from Danny Rylance, it definitely is now. 48 minutes played. Tigers 25, Esher 24. And Seals will have another simple conversion to make. Right in front of the posts.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant try. Great off the scrum, really putting in the power that they've had. It's been a little bit. Sedgley have been dominant in the scrum, but some penalties have gone against them. I think that's almost because they're a little bit over-eager sometimes on the push and on the bind. But Ailes did brilliantly there to score off the back of that.
No mistakes from Seals, and he extends the lead. So it's Tigers 27, Esher 24. And I believe we have seen our first replacement of the game. That's, well, he's wearing number 17, is Josh Jordan. He's been replaced by number 18, Fraser Wem. Ailes now has it. Sturgis setting up for the box kick. It's collected well from Walker to Waters. Jinks inside, evades the tackle of Matt Law. Bottrell almost caught it, but loses it, and there will be a knock on. But Henderson's managed to stay on his feet.
Threw about 3 tackles there. Didn't get very far from it, but no one could put him down to the ground.
Law seals. Gains about 6 or 7 metres. Rylance. Law, lovely little offload to Ailes. Driving forward.
Great turnover there by Esher, though.
Waters to Walker. Kicks it. Henderson tries to catch it, doesn't, but the ball goes back, so he keeps it in play. Henderson. Brought down by Bottrell and Peters. Sturgis, Connor James. Blanchard's up and running. Connor. Seals. Matt Law. Pope. Doesn't keep hold of it, it's gone backwards. Dishes it to Andy Riley. Brought down. Good offload to Bradshaw. He's charging forward. He's found loads of space. He's there and... It's a good tackle from fly half Waters.
The support from Sturgis was there if he needed it. Advantage, essentially.
Ailes. Still have the advantage. Rylance. Seals. Law. Lewis Bradley, they're 3-on-1. Can he look right? No, he goes on his own. He gets it down. Great work from Tigers. 51 minutes played. Tigers 32. Esher 24.
What a try that was. Thought that it maybe been the opportunity been missed in the phase before, but plenty of space out wide, and Bradley decided he didn't need the support. He could go on his own, and he was right.
Lovely work from Lewis Bradley, the man who signed last year from Huddersfield and ended up being a pivotal part of this team. Won coaches and players player of the season, and he's got his campaign up and running this year with a try. Great work from the flanker, and this will be a tricky kick now for Seals. And again, we've got a fantastic angle. This one will be an outswinger from his right boot. Seals. Steps up. Takes a deep breath. Lines it. Kicks it. Straight down the middle. Seals delivers. Extends the lead. Tigers 33. Esher 24.
And I think that's the fourth try, so the bonus point on the table for Sedgley there. Very, very important.
Ailes collects. He's brought down. I almost had to get my fingers out then, Alex, to start counting how many tries we'd had. But I think you're correct. And Sturgis is going to set up for a box kick away. Sends it high. Collected well from Walker, just inside his own half. There's a bit of a tussle going on in the backfield here between Blanchard. Play resumes anyway. Waters kicks it very high. Bounces out, well judged from Andy Riley.
Those back-to-back tries there from Sedgley really turned the game on its head. It looked like it was Esher that had come out from the second half a little bit more raring to go and a bit more hungry. But Sedgley managed to turn it over and put themselves in a great position. 10 points in the lead again, like how the first half started.
Henry Pearson's just having a quick word with both captains after a bit of a scuffle off the ball there between Blanchard and I think it was number 18 Fraser Wem. We're going to see our first replacement for our first replacement for Tigers. Will Connor makes way, and that's number 20 Isaac Deans who's made his way onto. See the rolling maul. Sturgis away.
Oh.
Straight out. And it'll go back to where it was kicked from. So we'll see a line out here now for Esher inside the Tigers' half. That ball didn't look straight, and it's not going to.
Yeah.
And Henry Pearson is going to reward that ball for not going in straight. It was quite clear from the off that that ball was never straight. So we'll see a scrum.
It was almost thrown a little bit late, so I wonder if the jumpers went up too soon, and the hooker sort of panicked and threw it in, and that sort of, that is what will put you off your game, and make the throw not straight.
So with that replacement, it looks like Connor James is going to move into lock and Isaac Deans will go into flanker.
Yeah. Just a little bit of confusion there on the numbers versus our team sheet, so I was just confirming what was going on.
Isaac Deans is one of the ins that has come into Sedgley in the off-season. I'll take them through them quickly. The ins this year are Teddy Leatherbarrow, who hasn't played yet due to injury. We signed him from Scarlets. Or Ben Gregory from Field. Ollie Cook has graduated out of Kirkham Grammar, and Samir Tarawi, who's on the bench, is from Macclesfield. Isaac Deans has returned from a stint in New Zealand, as well with Tom Hesketh, who's been signed from Rochdale. And Sturgis takes it quickly. Seals, Pope, Andy Riley. His number's over on that left. Kicks it in behind. Bradshaw chases it down, and that ball has gone out
as well.
Gone out on the full, so I'll take it from the spot that it was kicked. Felt a little bit forced, that kick then from Andy Riley.
Yeah, you wonder if the wind has caught it. It does seem to have settled down a little bit, but high up in the pitch, maybe took the balls just straight out where Riley wasn't expecting it to go. Much cleaner line out there from Esher this time. Managed to get the ball in straight and see what they can build from this maul here.
Yeah, they've looked very good on the line-ups actually today, so we'll give to Tom Peters the benefit of the doubt with that early mistake. As Waters now has it. Good tackle on Ed Volley. Walker tries to kick it in behind, blocked down by Seals. Bottrell can't claim it, he eventually does after being under pressure from Henderson. The Tigers have won themselves a penalty. They take it quickly with Seals and Sturgis. Still on his feet, brought down on the 5-metre line. Deans, Rylance. Sturgis looks left, finds Lewis Bradley. Evades the first tackle. Connor James looks to have a go. Nathan Pope now. Tigers looking to extend that lead. Take control of this game. Gregory trying to power his way through. Bradley. Working the ball from left to right. Matt Law skips through one. Almost gets it over. Seals, Henderson. Still going. Is he down? He is! Ooh. Great work from Tigers, and Henderson grabs his second in the game.
I thought he was going to be held up then, but he managed to twist and turn his way to get the ball down. Very impressive.
And that Esher defence is showing a few cracks in there now. Maybe a bit of early season fatigue as Tigers have started to take this game away from the visiting side as it's 58 minutes played. Tigers 39, Esher 24. Seals from a similar angle, of which he converted the last try from Lewis Bradley. Will look to have another go as we see some replacements. Sturgis and Danny Rylance make way. And it's Will Wotton coming on for his first competitive debut game. He's on dual registration from Sale Sharks, and Danny Rylance has been replaced from another new signing in Samir Tarawi, who was signed from Macclesfield in the off-season. And Seals lines this one up, steps forward, strikes and delivers. 100% conversion rate for the game as Tigers extend their lead. Tigers 41, Esher 24. In a game that was tooth and nail in the first half has now left Esher with a long way to get back into this game. 60 minutes played, still plenty of time. And the kick is collected by Esher.
I think the wind almost brought that further away from Sedgley than they were expecting.
Pass out left to Walker, he's eventually collected. He's been put into touch. Reece Henderson has had a fantastic game. Great work from the winger to force Tom Walker into touch, and Sedgley now have a line out inside their own half. Henderson, who had 8 tries last year, which would, by his own measure, is considered not a lot. And he'll be looking for a stellar season here at Park Lane this year. And that line out is not deemed to be straight. So we'll see a scrum now to Esher. Bit of an unforced error there from the home side.
We get to see what happens with the new props on the pitch.
So we've also seen a replacement in there for Esher as well. Looks like the man who's wearing number 22 is Kieran Beavis. Looks like he's come onto the field for Sam Grattan.
Referee not happy there with the way the scrum was being set up. Seems to be a little bit of an early engagement from both teams. So reset and go again. We'll take this little break in play just to remind you, if you are enjoying this, just like the stream for us. It'll do a world of good and help us reach some more people, and subscribe as well so you can see all the rest of the games from Park Lane this season.
Bullock finds number 12, Luke Peters. Wem. That ball pinballing around, and Sedgley have turned it over now. Wotton finds Bradshaw. They'll know each other well from the time at Sale Sharks together, as Bradshaw is put into touch. And it will be an Esher line out.
Wotton, who had a brilliant pre-season debut for Sedgley against Darlington a few weeks ago. I think he scored 2, an assisted one, or maybe the other way around. But fantastic.
Yeah, he certainly had a lot of influences. We'll see another replacement for Tigers. John Blanchard making way for Austin Downham. So 2 new props on the pitch, and we've seen the ball turn over, and here's Downham now with his first involvement. Wotton. Birtwell. Matt Law. He absolutely wraps that pass in, did Wotton, and now it's Henderson. Skips through one, goes inside, still on his feet, finds Andy Riley. Lovely work, gets the ball down. And the free-flowing Tigers attack has got more points on the board. Tigers 46, Esher 24.
Very impressive. You could have given me 1,000 guesses, and I never thought the score would get up this high at half-time.
$70-point game. And I've got to write 200 words in the rugby paper about this game.
You might just about manage it just putting the scorers in.
Seals with a much better angle for this conversion. And another replacement while Seals lines this one up is Ben Gregory. Makes way on his debut. He's had a fantastic game. And Adam Mallinson will come onto the field. Seals lines it up, makes no mistake. 65 minutes gone. Tigers 48, Esher 24. Waters. Well collected from Deans and did expertly well to avoid the incoming tackle. Downham. Wotton. Connor James. Ailes. Lovely offload to Deans. He's brought down, shouts for a high tackle, and it will be a high tackle. Wotton takes it quickly, and the referee will just bring it back. He's looked sharp since he's come on as Isaac Deans. I think Scott Barrow will be very happy with the replacements he's made. It's added a lot of energy into that attack for Tigers.
Yeah, really impressive second half. 48 points. It's mad. I didn't think we'd get up this high.
I didn't think the gap would be 48-24 either, Alex, if I'm honest. I
No,
think
it was
the game
so
was a lot
close.
closer in that first half. There wasn't much between both teams. There's Mallinson. His first line-up finds Ailes, who finds Wotton, who gives it to Seals, and Bradley now. Wotton, Seals, Matt Law, Andy Riley, lovely hands, quick hands, down him on the left, back his side to Andy Riley, in the corner!
Wow.
Really good move from Tigers. They're enjoying it out there now. 67 minutes played, Tigers 53, Esher 24. Wow.
2 tries in almost as many minutes for Andy Riley there. Great break on the side. There's some very silky hands going on. Lots of practice, I imagine, with the ball in pre-season. Really paying off here.
It was Connor James there, actually, the number 6. Lovely little hands to find. I think he found Andy Riley, who then found Austin Downham, who showed really good quick pace on that left-hand side. And great initiative to feed Riley in for his second try of the game. Seals now with a opportunity to keep that 100% completion conversion rate. Should favour his in-swinging boots. Seals. Expertly done. Extends the lead. Tigers 55, Esher 24. He's had a cracking game there as the fly half, as Will Connor has also returned to action. He's come on for Lewis Bradley. Waters restarts the game. Bottrell tips it back, so Esher recovered the kick. Waters. And another replacement has been Charlie Clare, has come onto the field for Esher. He's come on at scrum half, so he's replaced Sam Bullock. We've also seen Karen Beavis as he's come on as well, and 16 Sam Westmacott has also come on at hooker. He's replaced Tom Peters. Oh, sorry, Tom Spears. And Sedgley have won themselves a penalty. Esher just beginning to unravel.
Yeah, that turnover there, almost identical to the one that was on half-time, where the ball from the line-out wasn't taken clearly, didn't manage to set them all up correctly, and then over to a scrum this time for Sedgley.
So a complete new front row in there, Alex, for Tigers.
You don't often see that at this level with 3 front row replacements on the bench. Definitely decided this is an area they want to target.
Wotton puts the ball in play. Seals. Pope. Andy Riley. Kicks the ball high and wide. Goes into touch. And game's around 40, 50 metres almost. And that'll see a line out now to Esher. So it's 70 minutes played. Tigers 55, Esher 24. And the sun has just decided to come out here at Park Lane on what's been a fantastic display from the home side in the first game of the season in National League One. Esher now have it. They look to bring the ball left, and the Tigers have won themselves another penalty.
Isaac Deems there with the turnover managed to just clamp himself on the ball because the clear out wasn't there in time. Nothing they could have really done, Esher. After he gets on the ball, you're not moving him.
He's looked really impressive since he's come onto the pitch as Isaac Deans. Seals takes a little tap kick. Wotton sends it left. It was forward.
Very forward.
Very forward pass to Bradshaw.
They seem to be having a little bit of fun with it now, Sedgley. You know, they could have gone for the kick to the corner there, but decided to. Seals thought he saw some space, decided to go quickly. Didn't quite work out though. Maybe they've forgotten that this isn't a pre-season game, and it's actually the first league game of the season.
So it'll be an Esher scrum. Charlie Clare to put the ball in play. Let us know in the comments who you think your star man of this game has been. And whilst you're doing that, Alex will be having a think about who he's going to give out that award to, as volley is brought down. Good tackle from Matt Law. Claire to Sariki.
Oh,
Big tackle
huge hit there.
from Austin Downham. There's your T-bone tackle of the week. Matt Law with another one. Now they're pumped up. And the mistake from Esher. Flourishing attacks and defiant defensive work from Tigers has really been a solid performance from the home side to force that knock on there. It's been a great intensity from throughout the game. And despite the scoreline, Tigers are continuing to push on. And the referee was about to set up for a more, but Sariki looked just lay flat on his back. Looks like he might have a bit of cramp, maybe, stretching his hamstring off. So time off. Alex, we spoke earlier about in the first half it was a very close game, and we've said, haven't we, throughout the game that we didn't think this would be the scoreline as we approached the end. What have you made of today's game?
I mean, the first half, as you said, was so close. If you'd told me just after half-time when Esher had scored their third try that we're potentially looking at them walking away with no points from this game, I wouldn't have believed you. You know, I would have thought they would be in, you know, with a chance of winning, if not that, you know, at least a 4-try bonus point or, within 7. They've still got time. They could still get another try and get their first league point in National 1 on the board. But, you know, Sedgley have blown them away the second half. I think maybe just the fitness has come into it. As we can see now, we've got players on the floor with cramp. Maybe it's a potential sign of the pre-season not being as fit as they could have been. But I'm sure that they'll address that over the weekend and next week be firing fit. But very impressive from Sedgley. Just try after try after try, silky hands down the corners. Henderson has looked sort of unplayable at times, and Riley as well with his 2 tries in the second half.
From an Esher perspective, Alex, what do you reckon they'll be thinking about this performance today? I mean, the first half, you could really have argued they were unlucky not to go into the half leading until that costly mistake, which then forced them to turn the ball over. Do you reckon if they maybe take a lead into the break, it might have changed the dynamic?
I'm not sure how much it would have changed the dynamic. They came out firing. They scored that first try in the second half. Were in the lead. They've had to make a replacement here with the number 2, Tom Spears, coming back onto the pitch. I think it's hard to say how it would have gone. I think you've really got to focus positive-wise for Esher on how well they did in the first half, and they were managed to impose their game on the Sedgley forwards outside of the scrum. But this second half, they just haven't been able to get that foothold in, and Sedgley have really just sort of punished them for every single mistake they've made so far.
Wootton goes right, little chip kicking behind. Henderson almost was there. Spears does well to collect, and he's brought down on his own try line.
Not envious of Esher trying to clear from their own line here.
Waters kicks away. Law collects. Andy Riley. Bradshaw was kicking, screaming for the ball in the corner. Can he get hold of it? He does. The bounce was favourable. He's in the corner. And a debut try for Bertie Bradshaw.
Brilliant.
75 minutes gone. Tigers 60. Esher 24.
Pinpoint crossfield kick for Andy Riley there. Absolutely brilliant try. I'm really struggling to keep up with all the scores on Twitter, not going to lie. I'm constantly posting. Excellent performance, great try. He's massive on the wing. managed to collect the ball and just waltz over for the 60th point of the match.
Seals with another difficult conversion over on the far side. Looking to keep his 100% conversion rating for the game and for the season. Seals. Kicks. And that's his first miss of the game. Just across the face of the sticks. A few boos ring around the stand and a few laughters. They are a bit tongue-in-cheek, them boos. We all know about his kicking ability. So Ailes collects the ball from the restart. 4 minutes to go now. The win is more or less wrapped up now for Tigers. Matt Law kicks the ball away. Waters collects, drops it. Referee deemed it didn't go forward. Clare skips away from 2. Good tackle from Will Connor. Waters. Good tackle in there from Birtwell. Clare, Waters. And that's gone into touch. And he's took the line up quickly. Henderson finds Riley. Tried to find Pope. Does well and will be knocked on.
Riley did another crossfield kick there, even though he'd knocked the ball on. He's just having a lot of fun, I think, out on the pitch at this point.
So time off with a few. Oh no. Well, 3 minutes to go anyway, as looks like it's Matt Law's got a little bit of cramp, receiving some treatment from Jack Oliver, Sedgley Tigers physio. He's back on his feet now. So we'll see another scrum. Seals. Pope. Henderson. Riley looks like he was almost in if he could have got the ball to him. Isaac Deans. He'd love a try on his debut. Ailes picks up and goes. Tries to offload it to Wootton. He offloads it to Pope. Riley, there's numbers out on the left. Bradshaw. Evades 1. Evades 2. In the corner for his second try. And it's another try for Albert Bradshaw on his debut.
Forget Tigers are the Sedgley Globetrotters today.
79 minutes played. Tigers 65, Esher 24. Bradshaw, who 5 minutes ago it looked like he wasn't going to get a debut try, he's now going to come away with 2.
I think I'm going to struggle to choose the star man today. I think there's been such great performances across the whole park. It's going to be very difficult. I think I'm going to need your help to choose because there's so many to pick from.
Seals with the kick now. And this one also misses, so there is the full-time whistle. It's all over at Park Lane for the first game of the season, and it's ended Sedgley Tigers 65, Esher 24. Alex, what a performance from the home team. It was a game of two halves almost, really, and when I say a game of two halves, it wasn't that Sedgley were in the first half. It was a very close-fought battle between both teams, but Tigers managed to get the edge in the second half and really blow away their opponents.
Yeah, it's absolutely a completely different story in the second half to the first. Complete walkover, really. I mean, they did great as well to stop Esher scoring a fourth try, because you don't know how important that's going to be later on in the season. But it really did look like almost the step up to National League One in the second half for Esher was maybe a little bit too much. But I mean, you can't miss how well the Tigers played. I think every single player in that second half just absolutely played their socks off. Incredible.
So I'm going to have to push you for a name, Alex. Who would be your star man of the day? Maybe if you want to highlight a few other people's performances in there, the likes of Henderson, Riley, even Seals with his kicking ability today. Who are you going to pick?
I mean, Seals was great. You know, plenty of great passes out, lots of missed passes, spotted some great gaps. Almost had 100% on the kicking until the last two. Granted, they were very, very difficult in the corner. Henderson did not do him. Bradshaw didn't do him any favours there. Bradshaw, again, on debut, fantastic. He's absolutely ginormous. Managed to run a few people over for his try right at the end there. Very impressive. Again, Ben Gregory, great debut. Will Wotton, debut fantastic as well. So that's looking very promising in terms of recruitment for Sedgley. But I think, again, I almost missed him. Riley, 2 tries and a fantastic assist. But I do think that my star man has to be Henderson. Put in some absolutely ginormous tackles, some great tries, and even some assists as well. I'm not sure what else you could have wanted from him today.
So, thank you, Alex. Thank you for being involved, and thank you to everyone who's tuned in. And it's been a cracking game here at Park Lane as the sun has now finally decided to come out on what has been a glistening performance from Tigers. And it's ended here at Park Lane. Tigers 65, Esher 24. Tigers travel to Haywood Road to take on Sale FC next week in a fierce derby game. So we will look forward to seeing you there if you are able to make it. And once again, thank you for joining us as it's ended here at Park Lane. Tigers 65, Esher 24.